y'all, so Fashion Week is coming up and I want to give you 3 tips on how to maximize your Fashion Week as a photographer. So the first tip I would say out of all the other tips is to always be ahead of the game. New York Fashion Week is very competitive. It's going to be the time where everyone is coming together to experience fashion in New York and everything that fashion designers have to bring to you to showcase their designs. By now, you should have already submitted your press inquiries since November, and so that should already be in, so you should be waiting for responses, especially if you're doing the big designer shows. Be ahead of the game because you want to stand out against all the other media people. This tip also goes for paparazzi because you need to be at the location at least 2 hours before to get a good spot for photos. So be ahead of the game. My second tip is to not just go out there to take photos, but to also network with other people. Because sometimes as photographers, we could just go to find and take pictures of the celebrities, influencers, but it also counts and matters if you network with photographers like yourself. Because at these shows, I would have other photographers tell me different locations or different venues that they're going to be at, and I would actually connect with those individuals, and even after Fashion Week they would contact me, would stay in touch, and opportunities would just be passed around. So it's always good to talk to anyone that you can see actually. And my last tip is to also, if you're in New York and it's February, right, it's going to be cold, to dress warm. And not going to lie, it is going to be brutal, especially in New York weather, and don't make the mistake I did of not layering enough and freezing for 1 to 2 hours. That's not healthy, so don't do that. And stay tuned to my next video where I'll actually explain how I actually got into the designer shows Off-White and Sergio Hudson as a new photographer with no press pass.